All right, we're back. As everybody knows, we always start the show with some memorabilia. Here's one I showed a long time ago, and then I lost it. Well, I didn't lose it. I loaned it to somebody, and they weren't nice about it. They didn't get it back for me, so somebody else got it back for me, a friend of his. Anyway, this is a neat little book that Steve Garvey wrote. I know he's running for office, but this is a book that he wrote a few years back called My Bat Boy Days. It talks about the days that he and his dad would go down to Vero Beach with the Brooklyn Dodgers, because his dad was a bus driver. They'd pick him up at I forget which airport, go down to Vero Beach with him. I think it was St. Petersburg Airport. And when he was a little kid, he used to be a bat boy, and he got to meet Gil Hodges and play catch with him and all that kind of stuff. And so it's a little short little read, about 140 pages or so. But if you see it, pick it up. It's a neat little book from Garv. All right, let's start the show with a 10-count countdown. All right.
Play ball.
They're playing tomorrow.
Time for Dodger baseball.
Yeah, it is. Hey, everybody, you know who you are. I'm Randy. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the show where we'll show you some memorabilia. We'll play you some home runs. We got a couple. Check out an injury report. Do some fun stuff, including shout-outs, this date in Dodger history, some quick hit trivia, maybe some other cool stuff if we have time. We're making a quick show because they're not playing today. No game today or tonight, so what else you got to do? Watch Let's Talk Dodgers. All right, in news and moves, the Dodgers just completed a homestand, the first homestand of the year at Dodger Stadium. They went 6-1, including a sweep of the Giants. I said a sweep of the Giants. And now they stand at 7-2 on the season with those 2 games in Korea. Good for first place in the National League West, 2 games ahead of the dreaded D-backs. I like it. Last night, Tyler Glasnow was very decent for a guy who didn't have control of all his pitches, but he battled through it, made it all work out. His line was 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 3 runs allowed, 7 Ks, 2 walks in 100 pitches. Not bad for the W. I'll take it. And Ohtani went 2 for 4, including his home run. Also home run by Miggy Rojas in the 4th. Let's hear those right now, shall we? Here's Miggy in the 4th.
Rojas, base is empty, 2 out. The 1-0. Scorched down the left field line. Back it goes. And gone. Miguel Rojas, his 2nd home run already. Mookie's got 5. Teoscar Hernandez has got 4. Rojas has got 2.
And here's the one everybody's waiting for. It wasn't his first home run as a Dodger, because remember, he hit one in spring. But Shohei did it for reals this time in a real game that counts. Here it was, last night in the 7th.
More oohs and ahs than any of them. Shohei Ohtani. Tonight, just an infield hit. Use the speed to get that infield hit, and then use the speed to score a run and an ensuing double. 3-1. First Dodger home run!
The first home run is a Los Angeles Dodger for Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
It's 5-3.
Okay, I'll take it. We're going to talk about that home run ball and what happened to it after the game in just a few minutes. Pretty interesting stuff going on here. Anyway, Dodgers are off to Chicago on this day to meet the Cubbies tomorrow, meaning Friday at 11:20 a.m. Pacific, 1:20 Central Time. Shout out to my Cub-loving cousin Les. Can we give a shout out to Les? Have fun watching this series, Les. You and everybody else playing the Dodgers are going to have a lot of fun watching these guys. All right, injury report. In case you didn't hear, yesterday the Dodgers placed Jason Hayward on the IL due to that lower back tightness he was experiencing a few days back. And he was placed on the 10-day IL retroactive to March 30th. So that's not a terrible thing. But, yeah, give the guy some rest. We got plenty of guys. The Dodgers have claimed Taylor Trammell from the Mariners on Tuesday due to the uncertainty around Hayward's situation. They added him to the roster, and Trammell posted a .638 OPS over 358 plate appearances during his big league career, so that's not anything to blow smoke at. I think we got a pretty good guy in him. We'll see what happens. I mean, we need him, we don't. We'll get Hayward back, who knows. All right, we got some fun stuff. Let's do. Well, the whole thing's fun. It's a podcast. I got some fun stuff here for you, though. Let's see. They asked Ohtani after the game if he got his first Dodger home run ball back. Now, he did, he said, and he negotiated with the young lady who got it, and when asked what he had to trade to get the ball, he replied that it took him a bat, a ball, and 2 hats. Okay. Well, Let's Talk Dodgers just found out that the Dodger fan who caught Shohei Ohtani's first home run ball on Wednesday night expressed her and her husband's disappointment over the treatment they received from the organization in the moments afterwards. Sports Illustrated is reporting that Amber Roman was the lucky recipient of Ohtani's first home run ball in a Dodger uniform. And she and her husband, Alexis Valenzuela, told the Athletic's Sam Bloom that they felt pressured and possibly swindled by the team's security and staff. Roman claims that she and her husband were separated from one another by the stadium staff after she caught the home run and were not allowed to communicate when she negotiated with the team over the price of returning the baseball. That sounds kind of rank to me. Roman also said the team threatened to refuse to authenticate the ball if she did not agree to trade, which would cause the ball to lose its value, as there'd be no proof it was the official baseball from Ohtani's first home run for the team. Roman and her husband were initially offered a pair of Dodger hats signed by Ohtani, but she was able to negotiate up, so she secured a signed bat and ball too. An auction house representative told The Athletic, I'm not buying this one, an auction house, whoever they are, they weren't named, told The Athletic the ball would be worth at least $100,000 at auction. Really? The items the fans received were estimated to be worth $1,000. Time out right here. A first home run by a superstar that's been in the league for 6 years, I'm not buying it. $100,000? No. Maybe 5? 1,000? $100,000? Hey, this isn't Mickey Mantle, all right? I mean, it's a guy that hit a home run. He hit 44 of them last year. What are those worth? They ain't worth $100,000. All right. The last quote from the people was, I was just disappointed that a team that I hold so dear pulled a quote-unquote quick one on us, Valenzuela said. Sour grapes. But it's still kind of stupid the whole thing went down like that. Additionally, Ohtani told reporters Wednesday night, speaking through an interpreter, that he met with the fans and was able to get the baseball back. Roman and Valenzuela told Bloom they never met the superstar. All right. The couple maintained they don't regret giving the ball back, though they were not pleased with the treatment they received after catching the historic home run ball. Well, hold the phone here, man. First of all, $100,000 for a first ball with a new team? I don't think so. And second of all, like I said, he's not new to the team, new to the game, new to the team. He's been in the majors for years, and if you want to get technical, like I said, Ohtani did hit a home run in spring training, and that ball too could be considered his first home run in a Dodger uniform, although it didn't count in a real game. But the answer to this is, do you care? And my answer is no. Good luck getting another ball from another player. That's first of all, I don't know why the stadium people have to act like that. And second of all, sour grapes, lady. What'd you expect? You know, the moon? Come on. A bat, a couple of hats, and a ball? What's wrong with that? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep moving on here. A new name has recently made waves in the world of digital collectibles. And it's now not who you think it is. It's not Ohtani. No, sir. It's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the Dodgers' sensational rookie starting pitcher, and he's dazzled the diamond, and he's shining it off. Well, anyway, that's what one reporter said about it. NBC News Channel 4 here in Los Angeles is reporting that Yamamoto has had his MLB inaugural Mark Gems rookie card sell out in a mere 7 minutes on Candy Digital. Now, if you're not familiar, Candy Digital is the official digital collectible partner of MLB, and they recently introduced their limited edition Gems series. And the series only has 99 available options for each player. Among the players available are Jackson Chourio of the Brewers, Wyatt Langford from the Rangers, and Jung-Hoo Lee of the Giants. What makes Yamamoto's digital rookie card stand out even more is its post-sale value. Here we go with values. Initially priced at $50, the inaugural Mark Gems have become hot commodities on the secondary market, with Yamamoto's card fetching an impressive $333, showcasing the monstrous demand for his digital card. Okay, I could believe that. $300. It ain't $100,000. Okay, don't tell me about any $100,000 balls unless you get Kirk Gibson's ball back from when he hit it in '88, and nobody got that one. All right. Right. Okay. Speaking of shouts, let's do some shout-outs. Let's see. New people who've chimed in on our Facebook page, or so a few people have chimed in on our Facebook page this week. Robit, not sure who you are, Robit, no last name, but good to see you here. Bradley A, we know him. Let's see. Thomas R, he's a newbie. Masaki B, Renee D, Eric N, David C, Kathy E, Lynn T, David K, John D, and you and me, and B Fox, because he is El Zorro. Shout out to the house. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Dodgers here in Facebook and in YouTube. And let's see what else we got here. Lastly, one shout out for my pal once again for Paul and his new idea, Randy's Hot Corner, where I tell some personal Dodger stories. I haven't done that in a while, but I'll next show maybe. Let me know if you like that idea or not. Nobody's written in yet. Haven't heard anything yet, so I'll continue with some stories if I think of any during the broadcast or next time. I got a million stories of all kinds of things. Well, all right, one quick one. Since there's no game, here's your show for the night. One time, Lynn and I were at a game. You know, my partner here, my brother who started this podcast with me. We were at a game one time. I think we're on the reserve level, right? Yeah. We're sitting on the reserve in the middle between home and third, and sun's at our back. I think it was a day game, or maybe late afternoon into evening. Anyway, we're sitting there. We see this guy sitting maybe a row behind us, a couple of seats over, and we both recognize him. We're whispering to each other. Nobody in the crowd even noticed who the guy was. I'm like, really? No. And this is when I realized we're all getting older because the younger guys don't know this guy. And if you're under 50, there's no way you know this guy unless you're a huge Dodger fan like me. Anyway, we went out after the game was over. We were going to track him down, get an autograph, or just to say hi or take a picture, whatever. This is before cell phones, I think. But anyway, he split real fast. His nickname was Gabby because he wasn't very Gabby, that is. He never was. But you and I both know him, if you remember him, and I know Cheryl remembers him. Johnny Roseborough, our famous catcher from the 60s, he was there. And he was sitting like 2 rows, maybe a row behind us, 4 or 5 seats away. I'm going, there's Roseborough. And other guys heard me go, who? I went, dude, Johnny Roseborough, number 8? No, they don't. No, nothing. Okay, crickets. They didn't know who it was. So, but you know, little things like that have happened to me over the years, and it's kind of cool because we knew who it was. Nobody else did. So that was cool. It's our story for the day. All right, if you have fan mail, toss it here on the Facebook page or write to us, letstalkdodgers@gmail.com, or you can leave a note in the messages box, I guess, in YouTube if you have an account. All right, this date in Dodger history, it's a neat one. You're going to love this one. You think this team's been good this year? Check this one out. April 4th, 2016, not that long ago, the Dodgers handed the Padres the worst opening day shutout loss in at least since 1913, most likely in the game's history, blanking the Friars at Petco Park. Are you sitting down? I'm sitting down. 15-0. I said 15-0. The contest marked both skippers' managerial debut, with the LA Dodgers having Dave Roberts as his first game, and the San Diego Padres had Andy Green piloting their first major league game. So, wow, what a wild day that was. 15-0. Oddly, you'd think there would be but oddly there were no home runs by the Dodgers in that game. Why is that? Lots of doubles and 1 triple. You know who hit the triple? Who knows who hit the triple that day in 2016, April 4th? Yeah, Yasiel Puig. Lots of doubles, 1 triple by the wild horse himself, Yasiel Puig. All right, stats of the day. Not a whole lot going on out there. You've heard the main stat, and I have a little problem with the one they're spewing out. You know, the 9 games in a row to start the season with 5 or more runs. Okay, that's great. Nobody's done it in the National League since whenever. But they're saying that 1887, the Brooklyn Grays, they're the last team to do something like that. You know, you really can't count before 1890. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure Mark Langio might agree with me. And the reason for that is the Dodgers and nobody else, well, I don't know about anybody else, but the Dodgers were not in the National League until 1890, all right? And it was a different game in the 1880s. And, you know, different measurements, mound measurements between the, I don't know what it was. But the ball, you know, you had 9 balls for a walk. I don't know what it was. But the fact is the game was not anywhere close to the rules it maintained in the 20th century. So, and I know they're all different now too, but so I don't think you should be able to count, you know, weird stuff like the 1887 Brooklyn Grays. Just worry about what happened in the 20th century, in the modern ball era, because everything was different in the 1880s. 1890, it all changed. Dodgers became National League. They weren't really I don't even know if you can consider them pro. They were kind of semi-pro in the 1880s, I think. I could be wrong. I'll have to ask Mark Langell. Anyway, I'll get off my high horse and we'll get out of here. All right, so stats of the day. This is one you won't read about or hear about too many places. In a recent survey of players on different teams, the Dodgers came in at number 1 among players who were asked who they would believe to be the 2024 World Series winners this year, other than their own teams. So they asked most of the players, and they said Dodgers number 1. That's pretty cool. Tip of the hat. But be careful whenever we've seen these so-called all-star teams, all-star type teams with 2, 3, 4, 5 superstars on it, something usually happens and they don't win it all. So shh, don't jinx it. Nothing's automatic in baseball. And the old axiom is still true. Any team can beat any other team on any given night or day. Right? Okay. Right, Texas Rangers? Okay. Other stats of the day. The Dodgers outscored the Giants in this past sweeping series 18-11. So that's a good thing. And we're doing our Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack watch. And I had one today, folks. Something new this year, as I mentioned last time. Anytime the Dodgers don't get 10, but 7 strikeouts in a game, you get a free Jumbo Jacks with a large drink. I mean, how cool is that? I got mine today. So far this new season, 7 or more Ks have been done 8 times in 9 games. Good for 88% of the games that they've played so far this season. They've played only 6% of the season, so they got 94% of the season left. But way to go, Dodgers. I mean, last night, Tyler Glasnow himself had 7. We ended up getting 14 Ks, so way to go, Dodgers. Keep up the good work. So whenever the Dodgers get 7 or more Ks in a game, all you do is walk in any Jack in the Box, like I did, in LA County or Ventura County. They do it here too. That's where I live. And all you say is, give me the Dodger deal, please. And when you buy a large drink, you get a free Jumbo Jack. So that's what I did today. Quick hit trivia. Here's a tough one. Well, it's tricky. In 1981, as you all know, this guy and his team, the 1981 Dodgers, won the World Series, right? Yeah. Okay. Your question is, and no multiple choice or no multiple guess on this one. Your question is, who was the World Series MVP in the 1981 World Series? We'll give you the answer in just a few minutes. It's a little tricky, so be careful. All right, secret stuff. Over the past few years, we've enlightened you, those of you who don't have Spectrum Sports in LA, to see our beloved Dodgers. Over the past couple of seasons, you could have watched them on the overseas betting site called MLB66.ir. Well, we recently found out about 2 other places that are great. You can watch them for free. Did I mention they're free? One is very cool. It's a company called MLB Streams. You'll find it at the URL address called MLBwebcast.com. Am I going to sneeze? Woo. The other one, woo! No production here, folks. Except a produce sneeze. God bless me. Oh. Anyway, the other one is right here in Facebook. Oh, wait. It's called MLBwebcast.com, and it's free. And all you do when you get to MLBwebcast.com, you go to that page. It shows you all the games. You click on ours. You click on the gray button that says Watch. Makes sense. The second page that comes up will have 2 screens on it. Go to the bottom screen, the second screen. Click that one, and that's where you'll see our game. If you don't hear the right broadcast crew on the top of that screen, there'll be home and away buttons. You can just click away for the Cubs game, and you'll hear the away team, which is us, broadcasting. So that's fun. The other way to watch is right here on Facebook called Blue Live Stream, and it shows what else? Dodger games, also free. So there you go. 2 new ways to watch Dodger games for free. Let's get you out to the ballpark just ahead of our quick hit trivia answer. Friday afternoon, actually it's going to be afternoon in Chicago. It's going to be morning here, 11:20, brunch with the Dodgers. Bobby Miller's going to the Hill. His 1-0 record with 0.00 ERA. Are you bleeping me? No, I'm not. Anyway, he's going up against Kyle Hendricks, who's 0-1 with a 12.27 ERA. Sorry, Cousin Les, I had to do it. Anyway, it's a 1:20 game in Chicago. Means 11:20 here on the tube. Sportsnet LA has the game. Saturday, April 6th, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 0-1 with a 7.50 ERA. He's got to get that down. He'll be all right. Against Jordan Wicks, 0-0 with a 4.50 ERA. It's a 105 Pacific Time game on Saturday, 3:05 Central Time in Chicago. It's over Sportsnet LA, and our Wake Up Cheryl, it's going to also be on Fox Sports 1 in some markets. I don't know where. Maybe in the Midwest, maybe here, maybe up north in Seattle, Tacoma, wherever. So wherever you are, check out Fox Sports 1 also. And by the way, you know last Sunday when our game was on ESPN? MLB Streams, MLBwebcast.com had that one too. So even if it's on Fox Sports 1, you can still get it on those free systems. All right. On Sunday, April 7th, Gavin Stone takes the hill again. He's 0-0 with a 5.40 ERA. He's going up against the Cubs' Shota Imanaga, 1-0 with an 0.00 ERA. That's another 11:20 a.m. game, Pacific Time, 1:20 Chicago time. It's on Sportsnet LA. And by the way, here's another quick stat for you. We just came off our sweep with the Giants, right? Well, the Cubbies, I think, just came off a sweep of 3 from the Rocks. So 2 sweeper teams meeting each other on the weekend. Big head-to-head sweeper contest. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get into the quick hit trivia answer. A few moments ago, we asked you, who was the World Series MVP for the 1981 World Champion Dodgers? Well, I told you it was kind of tricky because it was a trick question. They didn't have 1. They didn't have 2. They had 3. The tri-MVPs were, anybody remember? Pedro Guerrero, Steve Yeager, and Ron Cey. And if you're old enough to remember the broadcast, or you taped it, or you recorded it, or you've seen it like I have, you might remember that right after the game, the other Steve, not Yeager, but Garvey, poked his head in thinking he was one of the 3, and he wasn't. And he was kind of a little embarrassed. Then they presented the award, and it was to Steve Yeager with Pedro and Ron Cey. So that was kind of weird, but that was kind of awkward. But it's kind of a weird thing, and if you ever have the time to see it, I think it's on a CD, a DVD somewhere. If you have the DVD, or if you want to check it out online, you can see at the post game, Steve Garvey sticks his head in like, hey, he was named Steve. Steve's one of the tri-MVP. No, it wasn't. It was Steve Yeager. Anyway, other cool stuff here. Let's see what we got. I think that's going to do it for now. We're not going to bore you with any too much more stuff. We don't like to do that like some of the other podcasts that get into deep detail. We leave that to MLB Network and radio and TV guys. We're not doing that. We're just doing it fun stuff. I mean, that's the way we roll. So that's going to do it for right now. Come on back next time after the Cubs series, most likely. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. Thanks for watching. See you next time, everybody. Tell all your friends, let's talk Dodgers right here. All right? Play ball. It sure is.
Dodger baseball.
Go Dodgers. Beat the Cubbies. Sorry, Les.